It's PSC Carter again, and I got my buddy A-Tad here. He went to Ft.Jackson. He's going to explain his experience and what happened to him, and then you'll try to get a good idea about what will happen to you. All right, I'm going to leave it A-Tad. Good.
All right, first day you're going to go to reception. You're going to get like zero sleep. You're going to get there probably around 8 o'clock at night, and then, no, not even 8 o'clock. You're probably going to get there around 12. They're going to say wake up is at like 02:30. You're going to get so little sleep in reception. You're going to get more sleep in basic training than you did in reception. You're going to have to get your shots, haircut, dental, all this other kinds of bullshit. Set up your pay. It's long. It's the worst part of basic training. I promise that. And then you're going to get introduced to your drill sergeants probably about 4 days after being there. I was there for a week because we were supposed to go in with a different company, but I was there for a full week. First day of basic training, we did this thing called Fit to Win. Fit to Win was an obstacle course that we ran around multiple times, but every time we stopped at a new obstacle, we just we're either in the count one of the squat bender, or we were doing high knees. But that was probably the hardest too. That was a really hard PT event. Okay. And then another big thing about basic training is marksmanship. Marksmanship is a big part. Well, it's a big part of my basic training. I don't know about Carter's basic training, but my basic training focused like 2 weeks straight on marksmanship. Ft.Jackson has a high rate of marksmanship, and we went to the range like every day. Some people, what they do is they go to the range, and in between they do first aid classes. We didn't do that. We went to the range day after day after day for like straight 2 weeks, and then you're probably gonna get a few chances to qualify. It's not really that hard. It wasn't for me anyway. You're gonna have a pre-qual and 2 quals. Well, I did. What did you have?
Qualified first time.
I did too. Cool.
Take it over.
All right. And then there's going to be some big things about Ft.Jackson. There's going to be Vic Tower, which is like training to like do mountaineering. It's not full-on mountaineering. You do that shit in like Ranger School or something. But mountaineering, what you're going to do is you're going to rappel off a 40-foot tower. And the reason it's like that specific height is because some research shit, I don't fucking know. But you're going to have to learn how to tie a Swiss seat, and you're going to have to go through the procedures of belaying and all that. And then what else? What else is there? Barracks. Barracks. Okay, you're gonna have to keep your barracks really clean there. We were in starships, which are like the big ass buildings, not like the trailers, which you're probably gonna see if you go to Ft.Jackson. But I was in a starship. We had to keep that thing spotless. Our drill sergeants were crazy about that, and they're only gonna be hard on you for probably about like the first 2 weeks, not even 3 like they're supposed to do. But after that, they're just going to be like a bit nitpicky, but it's not a big deal. It'll be whatever. And letters. What they're going to do is you're going to get a chance every day at chow to go drop off at probably about lunchtime. There's going to be a mailbox outside, but yeah, well, and then they're probably going to hoard your mail, honestly. They did with us. They're not supposed to, but they did. They waited till like if there was a bunch of mail and then just gave it out. Oh, we had an awesome DFAC too. Yeah, food. We had the best DFAC on Ft.Jackson actually. Won a shitload of awards, but it depends on what DFAC you get. You might get like the shittiest DFAC there. And then you're gonna get the chance to go to church every Sunday. Whatever service you want. It's not like any specific thing. They even had, I don't know if they had it, but they had like a fucking Jedi service. They said they had a Jedi service. And then there's one certain service that gives out food. It's Jewish. No, it's Jewish.
It's Mormon too.
It is?
Mormon.
Well, they only had Jewish and some other shit, but Jewish they give out like bagels and stuff. Alright, another big thing, do not fight in basic training. Do not. That is just going to tear you fuckers apart.
Article 15.
Yeah, you guys get Article 15 is like super easy.
You get an Article 15, You most likely won't be able to re-enlist. They take half your pay.
And then you get extra duty.
Extra duty, which really sucks. More fire guard. Every time everybody has free time, they'll take you and one other guy, and you would rake a yard all day, or sweep the same office 10 times, mop the same office 10 times.
Have CQ for 2 hours straight.
Treat you like crap all the time. It really is not worth it.
You can get it for fighting negligent discharge. Negligent discharge is a big one though. You do not let that shit happen. Not even with a blank. Because we had this one guy who did it in the DFAC. He got fucked up. He didn't get ARC 15, but they fixed his shit real quick.
Real quick.
Alright.
Some stories. Something happened.
Alright. During FTX 3, which is your final FTX, if you go to Ft.Jackson, they're gonna call it Big Forge. What we did was we marched. No, we didn't march to this one because we already did our 16K before this. There's gonna be 3 marches. 4?
4, 8, 12, 16.
I didn't do that. I just did 2 16s.
Okay, yeah. So
okay. Well, there's 3 ones that you definitely have to pass. There's a 5. No, is it a 5?
I did 4, 8, 12, 16.
I did 5, 8, and a 16.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and then actually I did a 16 twice, but one I did it with an assault pack one time, and I did it with a rucksack the next time. And I personally had to carry more weight because I had the that big 15-pound radio. It's about that big. Battery's about this fucking, about like that. It weighs about 15 pounds. Gives you a good amount of weight to carry. And then what we did on FTX 3 was first day you set up a PB patrol base, and then you go squad by squad and do missions, and you do that the whole time you're there. Second day it rained like fucking crazy though. Second day it rained from 12 midnight to 12 midnight the next night. Your shit's gonna be soaked. But if it rains really bad, they'll send you to this place called Tent City. Tent City is just like a bunch of big green tents. They're not heated. They're not nice. But it's whatever.
Yep, so I think that's about it for Ft.Jackson, and thank you for watching. If you would, please subscribe, and we're going to post more videos about other stuff such as PT, the Army uniform, AIT soon. We're in AIT, so we haven't been here but a few weeks, so in a couple weeks, that's when we're going to tell you about it, obviously. We're going to talk about Fort Benning and Fort Leonard Wood in the next couple videos. But thank you for watching.